Okay, we are at stop number 2 now on the road trip after we took a brief stop over at Bluebell Creameries in Brenham. And we are now at Parkway Chevrolet in Tomball, Texas. Parkway is where Apache Corporation bought the 2009 Chevy Tahoe and also had it converted. And I'm here with David Alexander from Parkway Chevrolet, and he is going to walk through the features of the converted Tahoe and kind of explain what's different compared to a regular gasoline-fired Tahoe. So we're going to start here under the hood. What can you tell me about what we're seeing?
What I'm going to show you is roughly how some of the components that were changed going to CNG. We have a pressure valve back here in the back, which controls the pressure on the system. It has its own separate computer that runs the CNG on the 5.3 liter engine, which also goes into, it has its own set of injectors that it's all controlled and very simplified to keep the vehicle running very efficient.
So why don't we open up the car and then you can show me if there's anything different in the dash and inside the vehicle.
Okay, inside is very simplified. Everything is controlled through a small button that is installed. On this button, the lower green lights is your fuel capacity where you are. It'll have 4 green lights. The red light on top signifies that the system's not working. After it's started, it'll go red, amber, and then it'll go into green, which means the CNG is fully enabled and running on total capacity of the system.
And I think it's also interesting to point out that this middle button right here, because this is a dual fuel vehicle, you can actually toggle between CNG and gasoline depending on what you want to run on just by pressing that button. Okay, so let's walk down here and look at the actual fuel tank. So what's different about this?
What has changed on here, you'll see where the regular fuel cap is. Above it, there's a little plug with a cap on it. That is how the system is fueled up. It's CNG stations. When you go in there, it has a single nozzle that goes on. It locks onto the pressure, and then once it is all hooked up correctly, you'll be able to start fueling. With the system fuels just as quickly as if you were putting regular gasoline in the vehicle.
Okay. And then the really important aspect of this is obviously the fuel itself and where we put the fuel. So where are we storing the CNG on this vehicle?
Okay, this vehicle was set up a little differently. Here is the normal application of our CNG. It has 2 tanks mounted underneath the vehicle with 4.6 gallon each capacity. This one has had 3 tanks added to it, so it has a total of 5 tanks altogether. It has 22.5 GGE capacity on it, and we built a nice cover to make it look appropriate. But normally, applications, you wouldn't have this on the inside of the vehicle. This is just application set up for the trip in order to be able to make it from station to station.
Right, right. And just kind of for comparison, the Tahoe comes with a 26-gallon gasoline tank. So
right.
This is about 22 and a half. So you've got, it takes up more space definitely to have CNG enabled right. on the vehicle. Okay, good. Well, thank you so much, David.
Okay.
We'll see y'all at the next stop.